Today we are going to learn the next poem, A House, a Home, written by Lorraine Martha Halley, who wrote in a simple style, who writes in a very simple style. Remember, children, Lorraine Martha Halley. Writes in simple style. Her style is very simple. You can easily understand her poems. It's just like a song, a beautiful melodious song. Lorraine Martha Halley is an American poet who writes in simple style, but in a thought-provoking way. Thought-provoking way. So what is the meaning of thought-provoking? When you read her poems, you can easily understand her poems. Simple style she writes, but in a thought-provoking way, means you feel like thinking a lot. Many things come to your mind when you read her poems. A House, a Home, written by Lorraine M. Halley, means Lorraine Martha Halley, American poet. A House, a Home, written by Lorraine Martha Halley. So read the introduction given. Can you all see? Can you all see, children? What is the difference between a house and a home? The poet asks, what is the difference between a house and a home? What is the difference between a house and a home? Discuss it with your partner, then read the poem. What is the difference between a house and a home? Discuss it with your partner, then read the poem. You can't discuss with your partners now, as you are not now in your regular classes, as you all are all sitting at home and learning. You are in different places, you can't discuss. But when you come back to your classes, we can discuss it better. Now you just think, what is the difference between a house and a home? A house and a home. A house, children, is just a building. A house is just a building. Any construction can be called a house. Any human construction, anything made by human being, any construction, any building made by human beings can be considered as a house. It's brick and stone. See, the poet starts the poem like this. What is a house? She gives us a question. She throws a question towards you. What is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard. The poet says that a house is made of brick and stone and wood that's hard. Brick and stone and wood that's hard. So the poet says that a house is made of brick and stone and wood that's hard. Hard wood. It has to last for a long time, so it's made of hard wood. The poet says, what is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard. Some window glass and perhaps a yard. You have window glasses, no window panes, window glasses, and perhaps a yard. What is a yard? It is an area adjacent to a building. There you can do gardening. Sometimes it will be in front of your house. Sometimes it will be at the back of your house. A yard, a courtyard. Yard here means a courtyard. A courtyard is called yard. Sometimes it will be in front of the house. Sometimes it will be at the back of the house. An adjacent area to the building is called a yard. It's eaves and chimneys. What are eaves? The part of the roof that projects from the wall. Okay? Eaves are part of the roof. Eaves, children, Eaves means part of the roof that projects from the roof. You know, it provides shade, that provides shade. So it's a building having eaves. Eaves means part of the roof that projects, that provides shade. Chimneys. What are chimneys? Smokestacks. No need to write in the notebook, children. You just listen. You just listen. Smokestacks. Smokestacks, okay? Smokestacks are called chimneys. Smokestacks are called chimneys. So it's eaves and chimneys and tile floors. Some houses, some buildings have tile floors and stucco and roof. Stucco means, children, stucco means S-T-U-C-C-O is stucco. Stucco means it's the plaster. It's a plaster used for wall surfaces. It's a plaster used for wall surfaces. It's the fine paint used for wall surfaces. Stucco means the fine paint that we use in wall surfaces. So remember the words eaves, chimneys, tile floors, stucco, children, and roof, and lots of doors, So when you imagine a building, all these things comes to your mind: brick, stone, wood, the materials used for making building, some window glasses. You can imagine windows, glass windows, and perhaps a yard. Yard means the courtyard. In front of the house or at the back of the house, any area adjacent to a building. It's eaves. Eaves, part of the roof that projects, that provides shades. Chimneys. Chimneys means smokestacks. You know the chimneys on top of the kitchen. Chimneys. And tile floors. Tile floors means floors made of tiles. There are different kinds of tiles used nowadays, modern varieties. Imagine the old kinds and the tiles used now. And stucco. Stucco means the plaster, the fine paint used for plastering. And roof, and lots of doors. Many number of doors are there in this house. So it's a big house maybe. The poet might have written about a big house. So shall we read the first answer once again? What is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard, some window glass and perhaps a yard. It's eaves and chimneys and tile floors and stucco and roof and lots of doors. What is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard, some window glass and perhaps a yard. It's eaves and chimneys and tile floors and stucco and roof and lots of doors. So remember to underline you just circle the rhyming words. I'm going to circle the rhyming words. Hard, yard, floors, doors. What are rhyming words, children? What are rhyming words? Rhyming words are words that end with the same sounds. Rhyming words. So remember all this when you read a poem. Rhyming words are words that ends in the same sounds. It gives a musical effect to the poems. Rhyming words give musical effect to the poems. Same sounds are used in rhyming words. Hard, yard, floors, doors. Hard, yard, floors, doors. Hope you all have marked in your textbook. So let us read A House, a Home, written by Lorraine Martha Halley, an American poet who writes in very simple style but in a thought-provoking way. You can't see? Can you see now? Can you see the board now? Hope you can see the board. A House, a Home, written by Lorraine Martha Halley, an American poet who writes in very simple style but in a thought-provoking way. So when you read the first answer, when I read the first answer for you, many things came to your mind, no, about your house. So imagine your house then. You should see your house. You should imagine your house. I don't know how big is your house or how small is your house. You can imagine whether it is white in color, whether it is pink in color, whether it's made of brick and stone and wood that's hard, window glass, yard, whether you have done gardening, whether you help your mother or father in gardening, or you do it alone. Think about the eaves, the projecting part from the roof that gives it shade, chimneys, if you have chimneys in your house, and tile floors. I don't know what type of tiles are used in your house, and stucco. Stucco means a plaster, the fine paint used, and roof and lots of doors. So is the first answer clear for you? Hope the first answer is clear for you. So now the poet compares a house with a home. Now she is going to speak of a home. A home is quite different from a house. It's something different, though abstract. What is abstract, children? Abstract. That doesn't have any physical existence. Okay? Something connected with your mind. Abstract. Abstract means you can think and you can feel. A lot of love and care you can feel. A lot of love and care you can feel when you are in your home. Understood? A house is just a building, whereas a home is a place from where you get a lot of love and care. Who are the people at home that love you? Who love you? Your father, your mother, your brothers, your sisters, all your loved ones. Your relatives, your grandparents, cousins, they are your loved ones. They are your loved ones. So what is a home? It's loving and family and doing for others. What is the meaning of doing for others? You do a lot of work for others at home. But will you ask money for that? When you do some work at home, will you ask your mother or father money? Will you ask your brother or sister money for that? Will you ask them to pay for that? No. Because you do all that out of love. Because you love them a lot. You like them a lot. You love your father, you love your mother, you love your brothers, you love your sisters, you love your grandparents, you help your grandparents, you take care of them, you love your cousins, and it's all about doing for others. Doing for others means selfless act, all selfless acts. You won't think about yourself, all selfless acts. All selfless acts, doing for others. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. It's unselfish acts. It's unselfish acts. Unselfish acts means selfless acts. And kindly sharing and showing your loved ones. You're always caring. So, in the second stanza, the poet speaks about a home. What is a home? It's loving and family and doing for others. Home means loving and family, doing for others. What all things come to your mind when you think of your family? You get a lot of support. You get a lot of comfort, security at home, no? When you are with your parents, when you are with your brothers, though you fight with them, you're very comfortable at home. Now also you're very comfortable at home, no? You can relax and sit and study, no? Not like the way you sit in class. Why? You can take your own time, you can relax, nobody is going to scold you. The only thing is that you should be in front of the screen for a while. Otherwise it's so good, no? Being at home, sitting and studying. How good it is. I can see your happy faces. I can see your happy faces. I can see Zion smiling and sitting, enjoying, reading about home. Sweet smile, Zion. Sweet smile, Zion Akhtar. What is a home? It's loving and family and doing for others. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. It's unselfish acts and kindly sharing. So remember, home, when you think of home, all these things comes to your mind: brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, unselfish acts, kindness, kindly sharing. You do it out of love. Kindly sharing. You like to share your things. You like to share. When you get sweets, you like to share it with your father, mother, grandparents, siblings, and showing your loved ones. You're always caring. You want to show them that you love them, you care for them. So loved ones are the people at home, people with whom you live. Show that you are caring. So shall we read the second stanza once again? What is a home? It's loving and family and doing for others. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. It's unselfish acts and kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you're always caring. So like the way you have marked the rhyming words in the first stanza, can you do it in the second stanza? See line 3, others and then mothers. Then sharing and caring. Remember, rhyming words are words that end with the same sounds. Others, mothers, sharing, caring. See, we'll repeat from the first stanza too. Heart, yard, flows, doors. Second stanza, others, mothers, sharing, caring. So shall we read the poem once again, children? You all like the poem? So the name of the poem is A House, a Home. Remember the name of the poet, Lorraine Martha Halley, an American poet. She writes in very simple style, but her style is thought-provoking. You think a lot, you imagine a lot, because she has written about a house, a home, showing the difference between a house and a home. So do you consider your home as just a house or a home, a sweet home? You all call it a home, no? Rather than a house, because you get a lot of love at home. That's why you are happy sitting at home and learning now, because you have a home there. Many loved ones are there at home to love you. Okay? So we are all waiting here to love you. Come back soon, okay? Everybody come back soon. We want to see you. So what is the difference between a house and a home? Discuss it with your partner. Then read the poem. We can discuss when you come back to your class. Now you just think. We'll read the poem once again. What is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard. Some window glass and perhaps a yard. It's eaves and chimneys and tile floors and stucco and roof and lots of doors. What is a home? It's loving and family and doing for others. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. It's unselfish acts and kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you are always caring. So, how many lines are there in the poem, children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very short poem. So, these children, the names that I am going to call now, should memorize stanza 1. The names that I am going to call now, read out now, should memorize stanza 1 for the next class. Will you all come prepared? When I call you, you'll have to memorize, you'll have to recite the poem. Please memorize it. On Saturday and Sunday, you can sit and memorize the poem. Stanza 1. The people who are going to recite stanza 1 next week are Madhav Suresh. Madhav Suresh. I hope Madhav heard. Madhav Suresh. And Varsha. Varsha Jacob. Madhav Suresh and Varsha Jacob will be reciting the first stanza next week. Will you all be ready? Now, the second stanza, the people who will be reciting the second stanza are Samyukta Nair and Rakshit R. Roy. Samyukta Nair and Rakshit R. Roy. Will you all be ready, children? Samyukta Nair and Rakshit R. Roy. One more child can recite stanza 2. Amit Thomas. Rakshit R. Roy and Amit Thomas. Amit Thomas of 6A. Is it clear? So memorizing the poem, give that musical effect when you recite. Recite it in the proper way. I hope you all have heard. So remember the meaning of words. Sometimes I may ask the meaning of words, the glossary words. Though it's not given in the poem, I have very well explained. Remember the words used, the new words used here: eaves, chimneys, tile floors, stucco, lots of doors. Doors you all know. Stucco, eaves, chimneys. Remember all that. Now the difference between a house and a home. Difference between a house and a home. Now, there are a set of questions given on the next page. A set of questions given on the next page, children. Next page of your text. Page number 16. I hope you saw that. Page number 16, working with poem. You know why these questions are given here? I want to check whether you have read the poem well, whether you have understood the poem. This is for very careful reading. It is like a comprehension poem. You will have to read carefully and answer the questions. Do you agree with what the poet says? Talk to your partner and complete these sentences. You need not have to talk to your partner now, you just complete. Do you agree with what the poet says? A house is made of, what are the things things used to make a house? What are the things used to make a house? What are the things used to make a house? A house is made of brick, stone, cement, hard wood, window glass, and a yard. The things mentioned in the first answer, children remember, a house is made of brick, stone, cement, hard wood, window glass, and a yard. You can write in your own way a sentence, a beautiful sentence. A house is made of brick, stone, cement, hardwood, window glass, and a yard. It has dash. It has, second question, it has dash. It has eaves, chimneys, tile floors, stucco, roof, and lots of doors. The poet says that it has eaves, chimneys, tile floors, stucco, roofs, and lots of doors. That was the second question. Third question, a home is made by, very much different to a house. A home is made by, a home contains family members, your loved ones. So you can write a home is made by loved ones, or a home is made by family members, or you can write a home is made by my dear ones, the people whom I love, any answer. A home is made by family members whom I love, my dear ones, or you can write my father, mother, brother, grandparents. Then it has dash. It has unselfish acts, sharing and caring for the loved ones. It has dash means it has unselfish acts of loving, sharing, caring. It has unselfish acts of sharing, caring for the loved ones. Sharing, caring, loving also you can write. I hope you all have understood. Shall we go on to the next set of questions? Now complete these sentences about your house and home. Now complete these sentences about your house and home. You have to write my house is dash. If you consider it as a house, just as a house, as a building, you have to write my house is white in color. It's very strong and big. It's a bungalow. It's a two-storied house. Something you can write. About your house you will be writing. I have not seen your house, so you have to write your own answers. My house is very big. I have given sample answers here. My house is very big. My house has got 5 bedrooms. My house has got 3 bedrooms. There are 3 washrooms, 3 bathrooms. There is a kitchen. There is a quiet prayer room. There is a big dining room or a small dining room. Or you can write, there is a comfortable bedroom for me. I love my house very much. I love my house very much. So you are asked to write, my house is dash. So there you have to use the word house, because already in the question it is written, my house is dash. So you have to end like that. I love my house very much. Now the second question. The best thing about my home is, there are many people whom I love. My loved ones are at my home. I feel secure and comfortable at my home. I get lot of love at my home. I feel very comfortable at my home. There are many people to love me at home. The best thing about my home is I have a pet cat. I have a pup. I love my home. The best thing about my home is I have a pet cat. I have a pet pup. There are many loved ones at home. I feel very secure when I am with my loved ones. I get a lot of care and love at my home. We all spend our time loving, caring, and sharing. That's what you have done during the time of lockdown. Caring, sharing, loving. Caring, sharing, loving each other. I hope you all have understood the poem. I hope you all have understood the poem. A House, a Home, written by Lorraine Martha Halley. Children, hope you all have understood the poem. Please read the poem, and the people have said the names of few people. They'll have to memorize the poem and recite it to me in the next class. Please read the poem, memorize the poem. Others also please memorize. Okay, children, thank you. See you in the next class. Have a nice day.